Today we are talking about making Jesus the Lord of your life. That sounds fancy, but the word Lord just means ruler or the highest person in charge. We often hear the Bible refer to Jesus as the Lord of Lords, the ruler of all rulers. And yes, he is in fact the ruler of the world. But Jesus is even more personal than that. He wants to be the Lord of your life. He wants to be in charge of all that you do. And he gave you a good reason to let him be in charge. He died for you, and he came back to life. We celebrate what he did with a holiday called Easter. It's good that we celebrate it. Lots of people have Easter egg hunts and think about bunnies and baby chicks, and all that stuff is super fun, as long as you remember we celebrate Easter because Jesus died and came back to life. Long ago, Jesus was arrested and hung on the cross. He didn't do anything wrong. People didn't like him for saying he was the Son of God and teaching others about God. They didn't believe him and they wanted him to stop. Jesus' friends tried to defend him. Peter even fought a soldier and cut off his ear, trying to keep Jesus from being arrested. But Jesus didn't want them to fight. He healed the ear of the soldier and peacefully let them arrest him. Jesus knew that the scriptures from the early Bible said that he had to die on the cross. Jesus knew this had to happen. That was a sad day for many. Mary, his mom, his brothers, and many friends were there as they watched him being beat and hung on the cross to die. Also in the crowd were the many people that didn't believe he was God. They yelled, "Kill him!" and other horrible things that day. The guards who hung him made fun of him and teased him as he hung there. It got dark for 3 whole hours. Even though it was daytime, the sun did not shine. Jesus said, "Father, I give you my life. It is over." And he died. The ground shook and the earth rumbled. Inside the temple, the large curtain ripped from top to bottom. This was a symbol that God's presence was no longer kept inside that temple. His spirit would be for everyone, everywhere, at any time. Then they took Jesus down and placed his body in a cave-like grave and rolled a stone in front of it to seal the entrance. 3 days later, Jesus came back to life and walked right out of that tomb. An angel of God had moved the stone and Jesus was alive and walking around. He would soon begin to see his friends and family again, and they were excited and couldn't believe what they were seeing. Jesus is alive! Jesus is alive! Jesus would eventually rise up into heaven. He told his friends that he would not be here as a person anymore, but that he would send a helper. The Holy Spirit would be with each of them and with anyone who believes that he is God. That means we all have the Holy Spirit with us. He gives us thoughts and feelings and makes situations happen for us to follow and to react to. When we make him the Lord of our lives, the ruler of everything we say and do, we see that our life is better. God created us, and when we put him in charge of our daily living, he leads us to the best possible life there is.